Alright, so buddy gave me a set of forks to rebuild. Not that guy, but come off a 2003 CR250. If you're here for the fork oil level capacity and all that, it's down in the description. Basically, before I took these off the machine, I broke the bottom nut loose, and I loosened up the top triple tree and broke this cap loose before removing it from the machine. Makes it easier on you. Then I loosened the bottom and pulled the forks out. Break the bottom nut off with the wheel on. This kid is just having too much fun tonight. Fucking photobombing my goddamn video. Whatever, dick. Well, with these, since I already have the cap loose, I have the bottom nut completely decompressed, so I will show you how to do this. Just give me 1 minute. Gotta set up the camera and get all set up for this. Be right back. Alright, so it's a twin chamber Showa. You're going to start by breaking it free down at the bottom. Again, this one is all the way loose. It's 21 millimeter. You probably need the special tool for the fork cap. I should start mentioning that. They also have a special tool for holding this rod while you do this too. Racetech makes one. I recommend getting it, but a crescent wrench works just as good. And now I need to know what size that is. Please be 17. Oh yeah. Look at that. We're all set and ready. So this fork might go flying. So squeeze at the legs. Takes me back to the pedal bike days. And we're just going to break it loose. Goodness, man. It's unnecessarily tight. Don't do that. Rebound valve, damper rod I'm pulling out now. This is all going to have to be cleaned off very well. It is nasty. Some old ass fork oil. So get this guy back. Maybe. Can I have him back, please? Thank you. Alright. Now we're just going to, I should probably get a rag, baby shot, just in case. Recycle t-shirt. And then you're going to pull this guy out. Off to the side because they're going to take a look at this guy. If that fork oil is that bad, we got to look at this. And I'm going to do this all over the oil drain pan for that reason. I'll drag out whatever oil is pulled up against the spring, set the spring off to the side, set this guy down, and get you in a better line of view. I think this pinky's pretty clean. Here, it's getting late, I better shut the garage door. Got the spring out, your cartridge, your rebound valve, and the damper rod. I'm gonna set this over here so I don't do that again. So now, since this is just a fork seal replacement video, I will have a video later on of a complete teardown on a fork similar to this, but you're just going to go in between your outer fork tube and your dust wiper, seal, whatever, like so. And in here it's going to be like a little retainer spring. It's going to be open on one end and have these little notches in it, you can get a flathead under and kind of slowly pry it out. I'm just breaking it free because I don't think this has been done in a while on this machine. Working from one side to the other. Get that little retainer spring out. Ta-da! That's him. That's what keeps your fork cell in place. Well, the side that your inner cartridge is screwed together, and this is an outer body. So essentially, no, that's not true, I guess. But that's all that holds your fork cell in there from all this pressure that you build as you ride. So now, after we got those two off, we can uninstall our fork seal, and the bushings will be in here too. So just like fucking Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon. Snaps and BAM! That's how it's done. Okay. Surface real quick. Alright, so now we're just going to move this screwdriver off yonder. So your outer fork tube bushing, your inner fork tube bushing, make sure you're checking the Teflon, make sure that's still good. Your retainer, your fork seal, maybe. He's putting up a fight. Ugh, wish you would have held back oil better. Retainer keeper, yeah. And then your dust wiper seal. Alright, so I'm going to wipe down the inner fork tube and clean out the outer fork tube, inspect them for scarring, nicks, any kind of wear, visible signs of wear. That's when you'd replace those parts or just find a use set for, of course, how old this bike is. You'd probably be looking for a use set anyways. I don't even know if they still... Showa's got to. Showa's still got to make them. But anyways, wipe this down. Be back in a second. The new fork seal, the new dust wiper, everything's wiped down, ready to go back together. Save your... This is an all balls kit. So they come with perfect little bags. This is actually the kit for your bike. Yeah, light's too bad. Anyways, that's the all balls kit for your bike, or this bike. Just take that wrapper and it just assists with installing the fork seal and the dust wiper, just to help keep from notching or pulling the spring off. Yeah, it turns into a mess sometimes. But, oh, and I don't know if I mentioned at the beginning of this, but 405 cc's is the standard for this bike. It's empty. That's good. It's done. Some more. So I'm just gonna go, because we have some room to work with that quantity, so we'll just use the standard. Dust wiper first. Ribbed edge, it's obviously going to seal on the outer tube. That was out of picture, but whatever. Anyways, a little fork oil, just a little bit, not a lot. Just, you know, assist with installation. Okay, over the wrapper. And we're just going to put them on one side, and we're going to just lift up on the other, and just assist them on. Kind of a twist lift, twist on. Cha-cha. Now, that's the old one. This guy. Yeah, start oil seals, rule of thumb, numbers, words, everything goes away from the oil. So the oil will be on this side. This is number word side. Oil will be on this side. Rule of thumb, and that is how these are installed. I don't know if you've got a funky set that you can't tell. At that point, the side with more ribs will go towards the oil. Less ribs away. So, same thing, just kind of set them on, lift, kind of assist on with the back ones, the back lips. Same thing, twist, twist, and we're on. Cha-cha, goodbye. And, old seal. This guy, he needs right down. The sharp edge of the washer, I'm going to put towards the bushings. And your bushing. Alright, I'm going to wipe off my hands real quick. No, I can do this. You can hang out for a second. Feed forward, whatever. But we're just getting the start. I'm going to flip this bad boy over. And now I'm going to get you in a better shot because you can't see anything I'm doing. I just have the seal resting here. So one sec. And we'll get you. Alright, fork seal driver, very important. I'm using a Motion Pro one. Not just because they're blue, but I mean, they make a damn good product. I haven't been disappointed yet. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier either. It's a 47mm fork tube. So 47mm. I have a 46-47. So set this up. And one more. Alright. All I've done is drove the fork seal to the point where that retainer ring will be able to set in its place. That guy. So let me again get you set back up, and yeah, we'll put this guy together. It's gonna be a good night. And I just put the back in its groove and kind of squeeze and assist in. Get it down in there, nice and deep like, and just take a flat head and kind of assist. Be careful not to damage your inner fork tube. If I didn't mention earlier, when you have it all apart, you look for scars, nicks, dings, blah, 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 blah. Alright, and now this guy, your dust wiper, we should be able to just get him on using your fingers. Might be more difficult, might be easy, but either way, that's going to go on. The fingers that could please the goddess Venus. And now we are going to put, is that going to be in camera? Yeah, we're going to put our fork spring in. Goes in first. Cha-cha. God, I have a really raggedy setup, don't I? And then our cartridge. Nice and easy, all tight like. Give him, just screw him on a few times, like so. And now we're gonna flip over again. We're gonna have to go back to that other stance. So one sec, let me set you up. Same thing as before, just going to compress down until you can get your, I'm going to leave this guy a little bit looser this time. Yeah, until you get to that. Your D rod, it's shaped like a D. I'm going to make sure that it gets on its guide. Just a little bit, just a tiny bit, not a lot. And then your rebound should drop down. You're gonna start screwing this guy in, and it's gonna take your adjuster out. Don't forget to reset your adjustments when you're done with this. Okay? Don't forget that. Count them. Count them. Write it down. Compression, rebound. There. And it's that 17 and that 21 right here. 17. Oh, it was already set for tight. I was prepared and forgot. And we're just gonna go, you know, like snuggishly tight. Snuggishly tight. Not bad. And don't tighten the fuck out of it. That shit was terrible. There you go. I'm gonna go ahead and screw around for a second. Just like as tight as I can go with my hands. When it gets on the machine, as I go together, I'll tighten them down, like tighten the bottom triple tree, tighten the cap. You know, guess on your distance if you want to, but most likely you're going to be loosening the bottom just to rotate your bleeder as far forward as possible. We're ready for the fork oil, 405 cc. Okay. Goes in. Should drink. Hold off. Oh, no, not today. Not today. Glug glug. Screw the cap back on. And okay. There we go. And then a little snuggies. A little snuggies. Repeat for other side, and you got her, man. Don't overthink it. You can do this shit. All right. Don't forget your special tools, your fork seal driver, and the cap wrench is nice too. Catch you guys on the next one.